I went to cinema the other day.
Really? What did you guys watch?
I watched Us.
Oh my god, I watched that the other day as well.
Have you seen it?
It's
No,
so good.
I'm going to watch it this weekend.
Like, if you thought you liked Jordan Peele's Get Out, this is a whole different bag of fucked uppery that I actually loved. I mean, I predicted what happened at the end, but I loved the way it got there.
Stat hasn't seen it.
Wait, I love spoilers. I'm not.
No, I'm not telling him what the spoiler is. But I predicted what was going to happen at the end, but I loved how it got there.
But by the way, you say it's fucked upness, but the reason why it is fucked up is because apparently Jordan Peele was dismayed by the fact that people were questioning whether or not Get Out is actually a horror film. He's like, no, it is a horror film. So he decided second film he's gonna raise the.
I didn't think
Get Out was more of a.
No, he was actually. That's one of the reason why he went with this.
I mean, Get Out was kind of like a stereotypical. You could place it in the horror genre, in my eyes, anyway. There were some comments on society.
They actually renamed it socio thriller.
Us is more of a horror than Get Out.
Us is a bit wild. Like
Us is like.
It's like a thriller.
Nah,
Like,
Us is like more of a horror film than Get Out.
No, yeah, but it's different. It's not like pigeonholed.
It's more like The Crazies or Dawn of
And
the
guys,
Dead or
remember
something
it's for
like
a debate show. These
yeah.
questions are before a debate show.
Okay.
I'm just hinting at something.
But I went to Electric Cinema. Do you know what that is?
No.
My sister got me this voucher for this thing, Electric Cinema. You get like big, soft, like armchairs.
Right.
There's one in Portobello, one in Shoreditch. One of them's got like, you get double beds and you get given like a duvet cover. I was a bit like,
oh my god, then I'd fall asleep and
I know,
not
it's
watch
kind
the movie.
of rank as well.
It is rank. I can just do that in my girlfriend's bedroom. Yeah.
But not with like 50 other people in the room, do you know
Not
what
just
I mean?
50 other people, 50 other strangers.
I can't openly masturbate like I could in my girlfriend's
Yeah.
bedroom, so it's that good for me.
Guys, if you have the...
You can.
What? You can?
Yeah, you're allowed to.
Is that what you saw in the duvet?
Anyway, it's rank.
Yeah.
I'd say the best time to watch a movie, I love it, because this week I've been off, so I've been going to watch movies at like 11, 12 o'clock in the day.
Yeah, I love that. It's a cinema.
Amazing, right? Because I that's what I used to do.
Yeah, I like that.
Sometimes I get Fridays off. That's what I used to do Friday mornings.
Except in half term.
Except in half term, yeah. So I'm trying to watch so many films this week because I can't watch it in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Other than Shazam next week. Which,
Shazam.
It got great reviews, right?
Yeah, which, this being an August episode, yeah, this is an
August? I'm so hot in this room. I'm so hot. I'm boiling.
So, Shazam is just like a replay, like Silver Cinema type thing.
We love Shazam.
Like months after.
Can't believe how much money it made.
Yes.
I love Zachary Levi, actually.
Without inflation.
I love Zachary Levi, so I would have watched Shazam either way.
He wasn't on the show Chuck?
I love Chuck, yeah.
So would
What
you
else
say
is he in that I've seen?
He's in Thor 1 and Thor 2. Actually, no, you wouldn't have seen it.
He was in the shitty reboot of Heroes.
Yeah, I saw
Never
Heroes
seen.
Reborn. It was... I had... Yeah.
No cheerleader, no show for me.
Who is it? What's his name?
Zachary Levi. You wouldn't have watched him and stuff, but...
I swear I've seen him.
Chuck is
he does this thing at Comic-Con, Nerd HQ.
Does he look like the guy that played Freddie Mercury?
No. Remy Malek, no one looks like him.
Yeah.
Like, he's just so weird looking, his beady eyes. And
So there's someone that looks like Remy
You know
Malek.
what? When we stop recording and I turn my airplane mode off, I'll show you a picture of him.
Okay.
Do you guys watch Mr. Robot?
I love Mr. Robot.
What are you doing? You don't watch Mr. Robot?
No.
Do you have Prime Video?
Nah.
Oh, you need to watch Mr. Robot, man.
Yeah, mate. If you like Christian
It's the
Slater,
final season's coming
there's
up.
a thing that put Christian Slater back on the map. Christian Slater was getting
Golden Globe winning
Christian Slater.
Mr. Robot.
If you like
Was it TV
Fight Club,
show?
it is basically a Fight Club. The basis of a Fight Club wasn't a Fight Club, but like anonymous hacking.
It was renewed. It was
Organization.
renewed for season 2 before season 1 even aired. That's how good it was.
No, it just means he's making money.
No, because it hadn't aired, so they didn't
Remy
know it
Malek
was
is
doing it.
awesome in that show,
Yeah.
and it is like, and also in season
Okay, I
2,
haven't seen it.
You need to watch
Doesn't mean
it.
I don't like
play
it.
with his imagination because he is.
No, what? Just don't. Let's not give him any more information.
I said Fight Club. It more or less gave away after Christian Slater, Remy Malek has a Fight Club. So already, yeah.
Oh, he's got a friend that isn't real. When do we find that
You just
out?
ruined it.
No, he's not a friend, and I don't give a shit. I'm a spoiler guy. No, Christian Slater is an imagination of his
Alex,
dad.
So how long till we find that out?
Yeah, within the first few episodes, you have to eventually.
Tarmim, when do we
Just watch
find
season
out?
1.
When do we find out
In
that Christian's
season 1.
the final episode?
No, that's just
I think everyone else suspected something was wrong. It got to a weird bit with almost kissing involved. That's when
kissing someone that could be someone.
that's when reality.
Don't try and be all like.
So-
vague
I don't
want to
now.
be vague.
I
Alex, just watch it. Like,
I don't want to be vague.
We're not recording for a few weeks. You could easily watch whatever's been released.
You need Prime Video. No, you don't need Prime Video. If you know where to watch, stream stuff.
Not that we're promoting that.
No, Prime Video is where I'll watch it.
Yeah, Prime Video.
Thank you very much. Why? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Twitching or something?
I'm not twitching. I'll wink at you. Yeah, sure, bro.
We at the Dork Seduction do not promote illegal streaming or downloading of any kind.
Yes, we dorkies, we don't do that.
Yeah, definitely don't. I don't have...
We dorkies have money in our basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get paid the big bucks for doing this podcast.
Dorkies.
With inflation. Or minus inflation.
I get paid 0.00001 pence per
And
episode.
I get paid a penny more.
Do you actually?
No, I spend money to do this.
So guys, are you ready for this episode of Dorks Deduction?
Oh, if you guys have noticed, Sat is back with us.
Sat's back.
Oh yeah, because you guys don't know who you are. Yeah, my name is Sat. I was in another episode.
You were in the episode, the last episode a couple of weeks ago.
It was the last episode, right?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago.
Listen, I'm suffering from some sort of amnesia.
Yeah, I know, man.
I mean, I think we all are after that episode.
I'm heating up here, man. Well, you guys don't have any fan?
Tom's here. Alex is here.
Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren's here. Take it away.
Gimli is here.
Take it away, Dolph.
Go on, Dolph.
Welcome to the Dorks Deduction Podcast, where we talk about stuff.
I mean, maybe we should get someone else on other than Dolph next time.
So, Dolph Lundgren, poor guy, has been stuck in a cage. We just let him out once in a while to play something.
I know, man.
I mean, he could come and watch. Like, Chris Hemsworth watches us all the time.
He's gone. He didn't want to come and watch.
It sounds a bit serious that Chris Hemsworth likes to watch.
To be fair, whenever he comes on as a guest, he has a cough and he can't talk. So, you know, it just so happens that Chris is around when...
Tom, are you still allowed to go to that hairdresser's?
What hairdressers?
The supernatural hairdressers.
Castiel's?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I be allowed to go to the
I
hairdresser?
don't know, man.
It's just like round the corner.
Alright, dorkies.
Okay.
Alright, guys, you brought me back here for a reason. You find out my love of... Conspiracy and all that good stuff.
I might not even need to put reverb on that.
Oh. Conspiracy theory. Or something like that. Guys, it's me, Tony Todd. Candyman.
Oh my god. Saturday.
Cool, guys. So,
Lay it down for him.
I know you guys have your usual way of doing your format in your show, but I felt like people don't know its subject matter. It is... Who is Lina Morgana? So I've taken a piece I found online, legacy.com, but the person who wrote this piece is anonymous. Who knows
Which
why?
also means it's an accredited source, of course.
Yeah, of course. It's credited,
Of
of
course.
course. It's like Wikipedia.
Yeah.
So guys, I'm about to read this
I
piece
mean,
for
I
you
also
guys.
read it on the Lad Bible, but okay.
Oh, a Lad Bible. Yeah.
Another accredited source.
Yeah.
Yes, let's
like
step
the
up to the
picture of
plate.
journalism.
So I'm going to clear my voice. I'm going to do my best RP speaking voice. In 2007, New Jersey producer Rob Fusari, who worked with acts like Beyonce, Destiny's Child, and Will Smith, brought into his studio a young singer from Staten Island named Lina Morgana. Morgana, the child of recently divorced Russian immigrants, was looking to launch a career in music. To write material for her, Fusari brought in another local ingenue.
Oh, what?
Ingenue.
What's that?
I think it's like
a muse or not a muse.
a
sort of.
wonder kid,
Yeah,
something
wonder
like a
kid.
young kid with so much potential.
Uh-huh.
And this kid with potential was Stephanie Germanota. Alex, tell me who is Stephanie Germanota?
Lady Gaga. Goo Gaga. Goo
All
Gaga.
we need is Lady Gaga.
To push
Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga.
Okay.
All we need is... Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the infamous Lady freaking Gaga, who was described in this piece a privileged Manhattanite who began studying music at NYU's Tisch School of Arts while only 17. What did you do at the age of 17, guys? Can you even remember?
17.
That wasn't that long ago.
What's that? End of college.
Yeah, that was around college time, so I was probably sitting at my friend's house playing games and eating food.
I was living at my friend's house with his mum,
Really?
working at BHS Coffee Lounge.
Yeah,
At 17.
Yeah.
I hadn't known work then.
Yeah, for me, yeah.
It was just school and friends.
Freeloaders.
I was a freeloader. Yeah, I'm one of those people you hated on, man. That wasn't even freeloading.
I moved out when I was 16.
I moved out when I was 18.
I
And,
moved
like,
out
I'm
for
from an Asian
uni.
family.
I moved out for uni at the age of 20. So, yeah. How
Different
about
strokes
that?
for different folks.
I mean, I'm Asian, okay, and the fact that I moved out means a lot. I'm an Asian female. They don't do that.
I think we've established that we want songwriting at the age of 17, guys.
Oh, yeah,
Hey, I was writing poetry. Like, I don't think you guys have seen my poetry.
Hey.
It's usually phallic and related to people I know.
You like to talk about the phallus?
I like the phallus.
It's a fallacy.
Yeah.
It's a fallacy. You know, it's also a fallacy. Sorry.
Hey.
Hey, I actually once wrote a song called Lemonade over the space of 10 minutes in a WhatsApp chat. That is better than Beyonce's Lemonade.
Whoa.
I strongly disagree. I'm not a huge Beyonce fan. I think Lemonade is her best work since
Yeah, but you haven't heard Tarmin's song.
You haven't
Lemonade.
heard mine.
I'm dismissing
I was talking
those.
about it being
You're
very
dismissing
I'm
juicy.
it.
judging a book by its cover.
I was talking about it being juicy and zesty and everything. I was talking about actual lemonades.
No, you know what you should listen to? You should listen to...
That's the problem with Beyonce's Lemonade. It's got nothing to do with Lemonade.
I know, right?
It's so annoying.
Have you heard, there's a music called Doja Cat, and I think she's got a song called Bitch I'm a Cow.
No, I've seen that. Yeah,
Bitch of a cow.
yeah. And she's just moving the whole time.
No, the whole time. You probably saw a little bit, but it's good. She's twerking and moving, and yeah. There's a lot of
So
movement.
we've established Tarmin was great at poetry. Actually, one year, several years ago at Christmas, I didn't do it for you though because I didn't have your address. I moonpicked Christmas cards to people and wrote specific poems for them.
That's pretty good.
And had them sent out to them. And since then, I've given no one anything.
So you actually wrote us off a bit. We weren't writing songs when we were 17.
Exactly.
Yeah, so but then
I was
but, you
writing
know,
books when I was
but you know,
17.
Lady Gaga was writing for this Lina Morgana. So for sorry,
Yeah, but who is Lina Morgana? I don't know who she is.
Never heard of it.
Never bloody heard of her.
Well, there's a reason why I brought this up for conspiracy theory topic.
Let's go.
So Fasari had first met her when trying to put together what he termed a female version of the Strokes.
Fasari's the producer.
Yes, and Stephanie Germanotta, who later become Lady Gaga, was songwriting for Lina Morgana. At Fasari's studio, Morgana and Germanotta wrote and recorded about a dozen songs together. None were released commercially, guys. Though the song Wonderland
It's actually pronounced Wonderland.
What?
That's how it's spelled. It's not how
German.
it's pronounced.
Nah, it may be pronounced that way, but I think they're trying
Wouldn't
to
it be
street with it.
Wunderland?
Wonderland.
Okay, Wunderland, with backing vocals
This
from by
isn't racist at all.
By Gaga, had been leaked to YouTube.
So there is a song of Lena Dunham. No, what's her name?
Lina Morgana.
Lina Morgana's song Wonderland, spelled with a U instead of an O, is on YouTube.
Yep, with backing vocals by Lady Gaga. It was leaked to YouTube.
Search it.
Yep. In preparation for what she believed would be her debut record, Morgana shot videos and began posing for publicity stills, wearing lingerie, outlandish wigs, platform shoes, all which would later become Gaga staples. And to be honest, all of which have been, staples for a lot of club kids and so forth. I mean, Tommy, did your mama wear a weird wig?
My mum is an Asian Muslim. Should we talk about what she wears on her head? Is that allowed?
Mate, you took it out where I didn't take it anyway. I was doing a general conversation, trying to break this monotony of me reading this article, but now someone to take, I'm black.
I have to make a joke. Okay.
My mama wears a wig sometimes because it's in my culture to wear a wig as well. You know what I'm saying?
You should see this. I'm sitting in the middle of these two.
He's thinking to himself, I'm white. I'm not getting involved with this shit. We make the wigs. We don't participate with the wigs.
I forgot what it was like when I'm not the only minority in this room.
Yeah, you can't blame that
I make all the
anymore.
jokes.
I'm the original minority.
I make people uncomfortable.
Original minority.
I read the original Minority. We read a book called Minority Report. I think we probably did.
Okay, I think we've done that now. Let's move on.
So apparently, so around this time, Germanotta began morphing. It's morphing time! Morphing into Lady Gaga, a moniker given to her by Fasari, and recorded her debut solo album. I want to say something that they don't mention in this article. So Lady Gaga, around this time, her album Fame came out in August 19, 2008. She was signed to Akon's label.
Ah.
I knew that.
Did you?
Yeah, I actually did know that.
They had the song with the
Convict music.
But Poker Face is
No.
got Akon
No,
in
it's
it.
just dance.
Just dance,
And he has-
gonna
he
be
has
my
that-
man,
yeah.
bam, beep, just dance, gonna be bam, I, just dance, bada beep, ba.
So the one,
How'd you make Lady Gaga cry?
I don't know.
Poker Face.
Tommy is cringing in the corner.
you always make dad jokes
Looks like
on
someone
it.
poked her face.
You know what I'm
The way
saying?
she's cringing like
Ba,
that.
ba, 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 ooh la la. So Lady Gaga's. So Morgana's tracks were never released. Lady Gaga's album raced up to the charts. It will go on to sell like 12 million copies today.
A lot of copies, right?
This is back in the days before, like, your Spotify's,
Your downloads.
inflating your downloads, pretending that's how you.
Just before, I'd say.
Before everyone was breaking records by the Beatles, okay? So meanwhile, 19-year-old Lina Morgana died by suicide by jumping off the roof of a Staten Island hotel October the 4th, 2008.
1 second. Fame, Gaga's album, dropped
Yeah.
August
19.
2008.
Yep.
How long?
2 months.
So then 2 months later, I
Yeah.
know my months.
Don't worry, I knew. If Tom didn't believe in you, I believed in you the whole time.
2 months later, Lina Morgana is dead.
Yeah, so I think that's what this article's going with. Is like, apparently nearly 2 years later, her mum, Lina Morgana, had taken a story to the New York Post alleging that Lady Gaga stole Morgana's act.
Okay.
And I quote, she said, "I'm not looking
No,
to
wait.
file."
No, that's not what she'd sound like.
She's a Russian immigrant.
Right.
Oh, God.
No,
Wait.
go back to your
Don't,
Tony
don't.
Todd voice.
Wait.
Go
No,
do
stop.
the
Just-
Candyman.
just-
Really? Okay. Okay.
I'm not looking to fire a lawsuit.
That is what she sounded like.
You're stressed. I just want them to acknowledge Lina as an artist and release her music.
So Rob Fasari, who I think I got a fist bump there.
Oh, sorry. Fist bump.
Rob Fasari, who incidentally at the time was suing Lady Gaga over song royalties,
Okay.
Interscope Records and Lady Gaga have all declined to comment. Gaga and management minions also went as far as to shut down her official internet fan forum after the New York Post story broke.
Whoa, okay. That last little bit is something that I
extreme.
hadn't read.
I want to do this. Right. End quote. Thank you, legacy.com. This is us giving you a shout out. It wasn't my original word. I just, trying to.
But now we're going to really thrash it out, aren't we, guys?
Now,
Yeah.
guys, the real reason we're here is a conspiracy theory. Lina Morgana, she's an up-and-coming musician. She allegedly committed suicide, but a lot of internet sources say that she was sacrificed by Lady Gaga, by the Illuminati. Beatles, no Beatles, the Illuminati.
Don't mock the Illuminati like
I
that.
feel like we should just let Sat do episodes by himself. We could take a few breaks.
No, don't please. Alex Tomlin, thoughts on what I just read to you guys?
So let's first of all say some people think Lady Gaga killed Lina Morgana.
Actually, personally killed her.
Even if it wasn't her, she knows that she was murdered, and it was all about making Lady Gaga the number one.
Well, the reason why we even know who Lina Morgana is because her legacy is tied to Lady Gaga. It's
Right.
because of Lina Morgana saying that
Her mum.
her mum saying that she's Lady Gaga stole from her daughter, and also for the simple fact there's other articles I was reading online saying that she killed her daughter. So it could be figuratively, but as most conspiracy theorists, we don't take anything figuratively. We take it literally.
There's not much about
Lina Morgana, yeah.
There's not much
Literally
about the murder
every
thing.
article is pretty much chop and change, cut and paste, the same thing over and over
Yeah,
again.
similar to what we were talking about last time.
Yeah.
I guess if it was like in a court of law, it's like, what would persuade a 19-year-old on the cusp of probably breaking out and succeeding to jump off a Staten Island hotel?
To be fair, the music industry in particular is very rough, especially on young women.
Mm-hmm.
She was 19.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't like the path that Rob Fasari had laid out for her. Mm-hmm. Because I'm sorry for I'm going to burst everyone's bubble here. Lady Gaga is a fake. That is an image that was built up by herself and producers and people around her.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
I
it's
said it.
just-
Rob Fasari gave her the name and she
yeah,
just,
no, but like this whole meat dress and all this wacky hair and clothes and stuff. That wasn't her. That wasn't personal choice. I'm sorry if any Lady Gaga fans are listening and believe that she's being true to herself.
Well, her Rockefeller monsters.
Yeah, which is untrue. Untruth. All this stuff is shaped before
My
a
little
person's even...
monsters.
Monsters.
I heard Lina Morgana's dead flesh was what made that dress.
Oh,
Wait, what?
dude.
The meat
She'd been
dress.
dead a while after that.
They froze
Rotten
it. They
flesh.
froze it.
Oh, dude.
There was not enough meat on that girl's body.
Oh, Tom, man.
It's a mix
true.
of that and beef.
Guys, you heard of the phrasing, don't speak ill of the dead, please?
Anyway, back to what I was saying. So Lady Gaga, she's a fake. That's a persona that was built up by her management, her brand, her PR.
But that's okay.
No, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that because everyone does
I'm
it.
taking that shit personal. I'm not a big Lady Gaga
But-
fan. That's
He's a
got to roll up my
monster.
sleeve for the defending of the monsters.
So they're both like managed by the same guy. So who's to say that that image wasn't the image that Rob Vasari had planned out for Lina Morgana and she was against it, or something happened to her because she's a young girl in the music industry.
Yeah, I was gonna
anyone
say.
could have taken advantage, and she just
definitely, yeah.
She
decided
couldn't
to turn
cut the mustard.
Yeah, and she couldn't
Yeah.
cut it, and she decided to turn away from it and possibly commit suicide.
I don't know.
I wouldn't say Lady Gaga stole her image. The image was made for them or her.
So this whole theory of they got rid of her so that Lady Gaga could be number one.
She wasn't in contention. She wasn't number one.
I think they could have just been like they didn't have to kill her. They could have just stopped producing her music.
They had her under contract. They didn't have to use her.
So, guys, speaking like as a conspiracy theorist aficionado, the reason why they're saying that Lady Gaga killed Lina Morgana is because it was a satanic ritual. So, in order to get fame and success, you have to sacrifice someone.
Wow.
And Lina Morgana was Stephanie Germanota's offering for success.
That's
Lina
just
Morgana
too
allegedly committed suicide 2 months after the album dropped. So after Lady Gaga had already found success.
Yeah, I suppose to be able to drop a studio album, you already have to have a fairly
You're
big
supposed
amount
you
of-
would get you have a single released. If that does well, you get the second single, and then the album gets pushed out. So she'd already become successful.
No, but maybe the success of the album quadrupled when she offed off little Miss Morgana.
We were all around then. We know that was a success.
No, but I'm saying
as
that
soon
maybe
as it landed.
I think probably in the beginning, it sold 12 million copies, but maybe it went even because that album was big, so maybe it went quadruple. Like, can you double that? It's like, can you ready to give a sacrifice?
Should we just look up the stats on the album? Yeah.
Oh wow, we're actually gonna look at stats on the album.
Yeah, what's the album again?
Tom hates the fact that when she feels like she's been usurped by certain information because she's like the information encyclopedia.
If that phone's not going to save you now.
Man, imagine we were doing this podcast in the 90s. You wouldn't have any internet.
There wasn't such thing as a podcast in the 90s.
No, imagine we were doing a radio show in the 90s.
Okay, so let's say Just Dance and Poker Face are both number one.
When were they number one?
Just Dance released April 8th, 2008.
April 8th. That's April. That's
Well before, yeah.
springtime.
Yeah.
Album came out late summer, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. They released
Yeah,
singles
I'm
first,
saying,
to
I
make sure.
agree.
So building the momentum. Maybe they just need to solidify.
Maybe she was like, I know I'm going to be successful. My album's going to make it, but just to make sure. See you later, Lena.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, do you know what I just thought about?
What?
You know the video for that Paparazzi song? Mm-hmm. Flipping Lady Gaga gets pushed off the balcony.
Yeah.
Isn't she?
Oh, yeah, she
I'm
did.
your biggest fan.
Isn't there also
like
a
that
newspaper clipping in that
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
Lady Gaga No More or something like that? It says.
Yes. And if people say Lady Gaga no more, sounds like Lina Morgana, allegedly.
did you just say?
It also sounds like Lady Gaga No More.
Or Lina Morgana.
The only thing that makes me smell a little bit of a rat is the fact that
The only thing.
No, guys.
No, it's in the thing that
smell a rat.
the only that makes me think about that Lady Gaga knows anything about Lina Morgana's death other than it being suicide is the fact that they haven't commented on it. Lady Gaga has declined to comment thus far.
But if they comment on it, they're giving it more wider press.
Yeah, but everyone's...
Because
well, not
here,
everyone's
like, if you
talking
look
about it.
online, it's the fringes of society. It's not like mainstream newspapers have, like, taken it on board. If they do, the headline
Yeah,
is,
that's
there's
true.
a batshit crazy story
But
going
also,
around.
apparently, they didn't even know fans or potential fans of Lina Morgana didn't know she was dead until they...
Oh, yeah, there was no obituary or anything,
They
was
did
there?
like because she was meant to do a potential MTV show or something like that.
Are we 100% sure Lina Morgana's real?
Yeah, her mum.
I mean,
Unless she's a plant by the Illuminati to drive up some sort of,
I mean, I did read a story. Maybe Lina Morgana faked her death.
Who
to
is
live in
Lina
the-
Morgana?
Exactly, she doesn't need to fake her death.
She was a potential musician.
She faked her death like 10 years too early. It's like,
Yeah.
no one cares. It's like, oh.
No, but Lina Morgana, her music's on YouTube. She was a potential up-and-coming musician who had
Yeah.
a musical styling which likened to Amy Lee from Evanescence.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wake me up inside.
No, it's about...
Save me from the...
Nothing I've become.
Anyway.
Okay. Do you want to do Call Me When You're Sober or My Immortal now? Or
Oh, mate, my immortal.
My immortal...
Yeah,
that drum bit.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
I remember I had the acoustic version on my without the drum bit.
The vibrato, mate, the vibrato. It's such a musical episode. I don't know what we're doing.
Okay, anyway.
Anyway, so guys, you guys are fellow conspiracy theorists like myself. The reason
I'm probably actually not. I'm a rationalist.
I am afraid to say conspiracy theories for me,
I used to be into them.
I've never been into them because if I read stuff, like for example, reading about this, it's not answered any questions. If anything, it's given me more questions to answer. And unless I devote my life to finding out about
Lina.
I'm never going to find out the truth. So I'm just like, I can't be arsed with it.
I mean, I'm fine with... I find them interesting. I still read about them.
I don't
but
know them.
as far as buying into them, I tend not to.
They annoy me.
But I find them very interesting. I like seeing the connections people make and what... I like people working together, even if it is for a story.
That's nice.
I like community, and I like how these things evolve.
guys, the thing is, I'm one of those people, like...
You love your conspiracy theories.
I love it for many reasons. Number one is always... I always find it funny when certain people die of mysterious deaths. Everyone goes, yeah, sure. Prince died in the elevator of a drug overdose.
No, I'm pretty sure it was AIDS, wasn't it? Like, he had a weakened immune system.
No,
so-
that's what they tell us.
Yeah, but I'm no more am I going to believe necessarily what people die of. Like, I don't believe necessarily what the newspapers say, but I also just can't be asked to devote my life to find out the truth. And all we have to go on, unless we spend hundreds of thousands of pounds on doing our own investigation, is what we hear on the internet.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah,
that's
but
all
that's
we've
all
got,
we've
then
got.
we're all fucked. So there's no point in even pretending anyone knows about anything.
No, but I think that's the beauty of it. You can construct your own story because of how limited the stories out there are.
So you guys don't believe that people, musicians or actors sacrifice people in order to get successful?
And what?
I would say you're thinking
Rosemary's Baby.
satanically.
Of course.
I possibly, I'm sure there are some people out there, but I don't think it's like a massive thing. I say sacrifice people in a different way, like they just throw them under bus to get success. Yeah.
Boring.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone does that.
You guys with your logical freaking mind.
No,
I'm
I don't.
so sorry for being logical.
You know what? I think there's stuff that has happened in this world
I'm open
that
to
is
it.
absolutely going to blow our brains out.
Yeah.
But I just don't think I'm going to be able to find it out. So I just like to be like, just not take my time thinking about it.
No, I like thinking about it. I'm open
9/11
to...
was an inside job.
Oh, I can't be asked for that. Let's not even get into it.
I'm open to buying into... That's why I read about them. I enjoy them. I enjoy reading about them. And like supernatural and occult stuff, I love it. But...
Fucking love Supernatural, don't you?
I do.
You're talking about the TV series, right?
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan.
She hangs outside this hairdresser that
I
one
do
of the
not hang
people
outside.
went to from Supernatural.
I went there before he did.
All right, but you know what? I actually want to talk about it. But before we do that, let's wrap it up.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
in terms of Lina Morgana, it was brought up mainly because it was an interesting story. Because someone who had a working relationship with Lady Gaga before she became successful died literally a few months after she blew up. And for a lot of people, you guys used dates, and you're saying dates don't add up. You say that in order, if you bought into, satanic ritual, whatever of sacrificing, she should have died before she became successful. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's just one of the many things that
I think if it was a sacrifice, it would have happened a lot earlier. It would have happened before she even had to single out.
And I think that the more interesting thing to think about is what sort of industry it is where young people, 19-year-old girls,
are killing themselves.
That's more like of an urgent question.
Before we get too serious with that, I forgot to bring up Lina Morgana isn't the only person around her that has died.
Really?
There is a specific writer called Richard Evans who I have my own personal thoughts and feelings on.
Why?
Because he seems crazy.
Okay.
Richard Evans.
Richard Evans, yeah.
Never heard of him.
So, saxophonist, Clarence Clemens died in February 2011, and he'd worked with Lady Gaga a few times.
Lady Gaga's worked with loads of people.
I know.
Probably dead.
And get this, he also named, he made a list. There's only 3 people on this list. Clarence Clemens, Lina Morgana, and Alexander McQueen.
Oh.
A lot of famous people are linked to Alexander McQueen.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, oh yeah, he died under suspicious circumstances. He was found hanging.
He was just really I thought he was just completely shattered by his mother's death.
Yeah, exactly. It's depression. It happens.
And I think sometimes when people come up with these crazy theories,
they're trying to give meaning to something.
And also it's cheapening the fact that this guy killed himself. I think, it's a horrible thing that happened.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't be like, Lady Gaga's this crazy demon.
Well, Lady Gaga's assistant actually said something along those lines. Not that she's a crazy demon, but Lady Gaga was scared to sleep in her own bed by herself because she was scared about something. Something supernatural-ish. Lady Gaga's assistant sued Lady Gaga over that. Mental duress, she made me do stuff that was not in my job description. She made me lay in bed with her because she was scared of sleeping by herself. Maybe she's haunted by the ghost of Lina Morgana,
or maybe she was abused by the people that Lina Morgana was abused by.
Yeah.
So
maybe this.
I mean, that's what I was edging to when I said she must have gone through some shit.
Well, so you're saying the music industry ultimately is what killed her.
Yeah, because it's an abusive place to be.
And why would her mama? But why is her mama?
Her mum, I think, is a whole. She wasn't involved in her child's life when she was 19 and spending all this time with the older producer guy. Why does she come out years later?
Do you think she's like a stage mum?
Do you know, Yana Morgana might be like Natalie Wood's though.
Yeah. No,
Natalie
sister, you mean?
No, mum.
Oh, mum, yeah.
Natalie Wood broke her leg on a set of a film or something, and her mum was like, "Don't cry about it. Just carry on filming."
And didn't even take to the hospital afterwards.
Yeah.
That is messed up.
I know, right?
I think, as I say, I think the more urgent and interesting thing to discuss is why is the music industry seem like quite a
harsh place to be.
Acidic.
It's not just the music industry, it's the whole entertainment industry.
It's all Hollywood.
Holly fucked.
Holly fucked in the head.
It's just a horrible, horrible place to be.
Yeah. So anyway, R.I.P. Lina Morgana. Is a shame that her life was cut short.
That's the only thing we can all agree on.
It's weird.
She wasn't much older than us back then.
No, she was more or less my age group.
I mean, she was a few years older.
She died nearly 11 years ago. So R.I.P. to her. And
it's sad, man.
It's one of them ones to be real is even though I'm huge into conspiracy theories, I don't know if what's worse, the fact that she wanted to take her life or the fact that
someone might kill her.
Yeah, someone potentially did. Because it is kind of like an easy way. Just push them off the building. No, push them off the building or whatever it is. Because apparently
you could coax someone into doing it as well, taunting them.
I didn't read, there was more into it. There was eyewitnesses. Some people saw her on top of the roof of the building because it was done in the daytime as well.
Did we say where it was done?
It was in a hotel. Didn't the hotel get sued by someone as well, like a family member?
Possibly. Yeah. I probably would if I was distraught.
But I probably wouldn't sue just because she was on their particular rooftop. Are they going to sue a hospital if she was on the rooftop of the hospital?
Maybe she was mentally stressed, or maybe she was trying to run away from her captors and they pushed her off. There's many maybes, and like Alex said, we'll never find out.
Listen, I'm not saying it's impossible because, like I said, I do think that she must have been abused somehow to get to that state that she was on a rooftop. Like, maybe the people that shoot...
Even if she wasn't murdered, the music industry is to blame.
Oh, no, I was going to say, but maybe she wasn't handling it very well and she was going to come out and say something, so someone did murder her. It could have happened, yeah.
Yeah, but then so could lots. Like, when you get to, like, thinking about that, you could say, maybe flipping she loved Rob Fasari and then Rob Fasari was in bed with Lady Gaga, so that's why she killed herself.
Maybe. There's a lot of avenues.
Maybe she watched a sad film.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, hello, Lina Morgana.
Maybe.
The main point is a 19-year-old girl is dead.
Yeah, which is sad, because if she was still alive now, I'm sure she wouldn't be feeling the same as she did when she was 19.
Alright guys, this has been too sad for too long. I want to move on to something. So Tomim is obsessed with Supernatural.
Oh, am I? Oh, okay. Are we doing a bit?
Oh no, well,
Okay.
because I feel like we're going on a little bit somber
Don't
tone for
quiz
too
me.
long. No, I'm not going to do a quiz to you.
She wants to be quizzed.
No, don't, because I haven't...
No,
it's
no,
been
no.
going on for so long, I haven't
no.
rewatched for ages.
Have you watched Supernatural before, sir?
Listen, watched it
I
before.
quit after a few seasons.
I never watched
Well, not
it.
quit, but as in, you know when life gets... There's so much comes... During life, so much comes on in your life. 2007 was the last time I kind of paid attention.
2007, that's interesting, because Lina Morgana, a year later, jumped off a building. So, Saturday.
Mate, I don't really know with that. I know that one.
So he stopped watching Supernatural because he'd learned all about the occult that he could.
Yeah. Is there stuff about the Yakult?
Yeah.
Yakult, you mean the yogurt?
The Yakult.
Oh, yeah.
So do you think Supernatural is good because it's Tarmin's favourite ever TV show?
No, what I was going to ask her is, do you think they should just stop the show now?
I was talking to Chris about it. Like, I wouldn't be upset if they stopped the show. I've gotten 14 seasons worth. If they wanted to end the show tomorrow, I'd be okay with it.
Let's just say this is potentially for someone who's saying, hey, I want to watch a box set. Ooh, Supernatural. Ooh, 14 seasons.
Yeah.
Should I?
That's
So
a
I'm
lot.
asking
That's a
you,
lot.
in a way, you're either going to be a promo for Supernatural, not to put pressure on you. I'm not putting your fandom on the line. I want to understand from your point of view, because I haven't watched it in a long time yet, because usually it seems like a type of show 6 to 8 seasons, possibly, but 14, 15 seasons.
Okay, it's a very...
I also read, not to cut you off before, I'm sounding like a Piers Morgan. You come, I ask you to come onto my show, and I'm going to ask you for this. I'll ask you a question.
I'll let you talk, then you're going to let
Yeah, exactly.
I think what I'm forgetting is this is my fucking show.
Oh! Hello, dorkies. Oh,
Hello, doggies.
flip off, yeah.
God.
yes. This is
Yeah,
the reason
carry
why
on.
the creator I read on Wikipedia.
Yeah, Eric Kripke, he only wanted 5 seasons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the fact that we already had
Terminator.
The thing is, we had that 5 seasons. It was a complete story. We had 2 seasons of shit. Sarah Gamble fucked off. It got better following that. It's consistent, and I'm content with it.
So is it still good now?
It's not as good as it was, because clearly it wouldn't be, because it had its heyday. But it's solid. As in, I can always revert to it if I need... I always go back.
It's like the question
Like,
is...
I've never had an episode so bad that I want to, like, shoot my brains out.
Yeah.
That happened early on.
Can, like, a TV show not ending when it should ruin its heyday?
The Simpsons. What?
No, because that's what...
I'd say, because it's like...
That's what I was thinking about when I asked that, Seth.
Because it's not like a family drama or something. It is a family drama. There is family drama in it, but it's not like Beverly Hills 90210, where all the characters are beaten to death or whatever.
No,
But
actually, with Beverly Hills 90210, it would work for an extended period of time.
I didn't watch
because
Beverly Hills 90210. I was just saying.
I did it early. No, what I'm trying to say is,
Tom
the
and Sally
genre.
are going to fucking kill each other.
No, I mean, genre-wise, it suits more to Beverly Hills 90210 because it's a soap opera, so it can always
No, 'cause,
continuously.
like-
It's like Hollyoaks or
It's like
something.
it's which a
Sometimes the
prime.
characters
It's
are
a
done to death.
prime soap opera.
With Supernatural, they have a few seasons where it's like one story arc. And then another few seasons, one story arc.
Yeah.
And then they've obviously got episodic episodes scattered throughout
Yeah.
just because they've got like 22, 24 episodes to fill.
Did they jump the shark?
They did
I mean, there were moments where they jumped the shark. Yeah.
multiple
They
times
fucking rode that shark.
to
But-
death. They
but-
ate that shot for
Like I
breakfast.
said,
lunch, and dinner.
I feel like I'm in a good relationship with them now. Like before, when I was younger.
Oh, it sounds like a marriage. Where you
No,
don't
no,
wanna be
before when
together
I was
anymore.
younger.
14 years together. I was in love with you when I was a teenager. Now I'm older and more.
Okay,
Staying together
when
for
I was
kids.
younger, I would wake up early so I could watch the latest episode that was released and then go to school. But now, I'm fine.
Tom, you're a flipping grown-ass woman. How long has this show been on?
Yeah, exactly.
School.
I'm actually a lot younger than both of you.
I know, I'm 29, but I'm still
No,
fine.
you're not.
I'm 29. Just turned 29 a couple of months ago, guys.
I'm 20-something, but not 9.
You're 20, turning 27.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh!
No one said that to me. I'm not turning 27. But basically...
26?
When I was
You're
younger...
turning 27 for
Just say
goodness sake.
23.
Just say 23. That would have been better than 27.
I'm being real. You're turning 27, y'all.
I was a junior, so I went to uni when I was like 12. Okay. Actually, even in uni, I was waking up early to watch. Like, I'd wake up at 5 o'clock to watch the latest episode that was released. But now I'm in a content relationship. I'm happy with what they produce. I don't hate it. I like the characters. I like the relationships. It gives me 40 minutes of enjoyment, and I will watch that. But I don't need to watch it as soon as it's released.
Let me talk to you about My Love. My Love, I started watching it in my first year of university. Me and My Love have been together for, nearly 8 seasons. I'm talking about Game of Thrones. It knows when to hang his boots. It knows when to hang his boots. I watched the first year of uni. I'm now 29 years old. I watched it when I was 20. I'm now 29.
I'm about the Game of Thrones as well.
It's ending at the right time. It's been smart. Mr. Robot's ending after what? 4
The thing is,
seasons?
with Supernatural, it does solid ratings. It's got a cult audience, so they're never gonna cancel it.
Friendly
The only time it's gonna end is if the lead actors want it to end.
Kind of like John Parsons did with Big Bang Theory.
But also, can I just say, going back to Supernatural, if it wasn't for Supernatural, I wouldn't have watched Game of Thrones.
Really?
Me and Chris had a deal, because I hadn't watched the first season, I think first few seasons of Game of Thrones, and then me and Chris had a deal that he would watch the first season of Supernatural, I would watch the first season of Game of Thrones.
Ah, I see.
So I caught up and I surpassed Chris with Game of Thrones within like 2 weeks. He got to 5 episodes of Supernatural.
Shows you're more dedicated.
Yeah, I'm a better friend than he is.
Well, for me, the early days of Game of Thrones was because, hey, Dave, a whole lot of fucking on the show.
That's what...
That is Spartacus. We're like, neck and neck.
That's why I was
sandals and boobies.
Because I thought, so it's just dragons and boobs. What's the point?
Dragons and boobs.
But
And
no.
you know what? Thanks to people flipping complaining, it got less nudity.
No, I think it's
more
Emilia
nuanced
Clarke.
storytelling.
Emilia Clarke didn't want to do nudity anymore, as much nudity.
Which one
anymore.
is that? Tom?
That's
Not
Daenerys.
Daenerys. Yeah, but we also had the what's her name? The priestess.
The redhead.
Clarice Van Houten.
Clarice Van Houten, who's with that Australian actor.
What's her name from Skins is in it?
Hannah Murray.
The blonde girl.
Hannah Murray.
Okay. What's
Hannah
her name
Murray.
in Skins?
Cassie?
Cassie.
You mean the mousy looking one?
Yeah, Gilly.
The one who's getting fucked by that elephant.
God.
And you're talking about Australian actor Guy Pearce.
Yeah, Guy Pearce is with what's her face? Clarice Van Houten. They got a baby together. Oh. I think he left his wife for her.
Oh.
Him and his wife have been together for like 20 years as well.
Yeah, he left her. He did what's his face? I'm forgetting name. Obi-Wan, young Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ewan McGregor left his wife.
Oh, that was
Elizabeth Weinstein. Winstead. Yes.
Who's that?
You ever seen Final Destination 3?
The roller coaster one.
Yeah.
Is that the roller coaster one?
Yeah, the one with the brunette.
Cloverfield Lane, Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, Scott Pilgrim. Who's she in Scott Pilgrim?
Ramona Flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Scott Pilgrim. It's like the best film ever, right?
Yeah, so he left his French wife.
Of 25 years that he had 4 daughters with.
Yeah, and I think they recently broke up, right?
Yeah, I think it was on and off or something, but...
Do you think it'd be hard to be in a relationship if you were a Hollywood actor to be with another Hollywood actor? Or do you reckon it'd be harder to be in a relationship with a normal person and be a Hollywood actor?
It would be harder because it would be more superficial.
What would be harder?
To be in a relationship with another Hollywood star, because I feel like it'd be more superficial and a little bit of professional jealousy in certain areas as well.
Yeah, but then at least you both live in the same world, rather than if you're a Hollywood actor going out with someone that's like works in Sainsbury's and then you're bringing them into that world, and then you would never be, you'd never trust them because it'd be like, are they just with me to be in this world?
No, it's not true.
The most productive marriages in Hollywood are with like famous and non-famous people.
Yeah, because
the ones that are superstars, they separate very quickly.
Listen, I'm gonna bag the Sainsbury checkout girl over Angelina Jolie because I know she's gonna dump me eventually. She's got a reputation for doing it anyway.
So you're only with them because you don't want them to dump you?
No, I'm only with them because I know I get emotional stability, love that I need in my life. I'm very insecure. I'm an actor. I need to be loved. loved. I need to be adored. I need to know that you're there for me, and I can be there for you. And
That's why he could never be with another actor, because they're all about themselves.
Exactly. And it should be all about me.
Who's Lady Gaga going out with?
Jeremy Renner now, apparently.
Really? I heard that she's engaged with some Italian
No, they
bloke.
broke up. I've heard Jeremy Renner now.
Jeremy Renner.
Who I thought was gay, so...
Bradley Cooper's rumoured to be gay.
Yeah.
He has a lot of beard. I'm dating with a lot of young girls.
So I hate to break the Hollywood bubble, but half the American actors in Hollywood are probably gay and they're using beards.
Yeah, so if they were like a 19-year-old, they have nothing in common with dude who played Superman recently. I forgot your name.
No, apparently he's straight, but he has a lot of herpes. Yeah. Allegedly.
What's his name?
Henry Cavill.
Oh, Henry Cavill?
Yeah.
The thing is with him, right? Like, I looked at his face and I'm like, that's a pretty face. He opens his mouth and I'm like, I'm so fucking bored. I don't want to watch
Where's he
him
from?
in anything.
England or America?
No, he's like
English.
a proper posh boy.
Fair play to him.
And he played one of the most boring-looking Superman. I haven't watched any of his films.
That film looks so... And he's in that other one,
Man from Uncle.
Man, that looks so boring.
He's just a boring actor. He has no charisma.
He was with Kelly Cuoco for like a cup of tea.
Who?
Penny from Big Bang Theory. They were together for like a cup of tea.
Again, that's probably
blonde
PR.
stage. The blonde lady.
Yeah, it was staged.
Half the stuff that you read about couples and stuff are all stage, I'm afraid.
What?
We're ruining the entertainment bubble.
What?
aren't we, in this episode?
Daily Mail posts fraudulent material?
Which famous relationship, Hollywood or whatever, do you believe in?
Annette Bening and Warren Beatty.
Okay, that was quick.
Because I was actually thinking about that before.
You know what? Yeah, that's saying something. If Warren Beatty, of all people, is in a stable
No, but
relationship,
he
that guy was a manhole.
Yeah, I know, but he
Yeah.
only...
And he came up
they've
in-
been together for like 20 years, but he waited until he was older, so he
Yeah.
sowed his well loads.
He sewed him.
So he's smart. So any guy who's getting into a relationship prematurely,
And maybe it's, but he like grew up in like the studio system where you were told who you had to go out with and stuff like that. It wasn't even your option.
No, I think he came about just as it was ending.
yeah, he was banging him left and right. He'd be like,
He
"You my
was
co-star?"
him and Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, man.
New Hollywood. I
You
guess.
know about Warren Beatty? He banged Madonna. He banged this woman. He banged this
Literally
woman.
everyone.
Faye Dunaway.
Carly Simon. Apparently,
Yeah. A lyric, a
You probably
paragraph.
think this song is about
And that other
you.
one.
You're so vain.
You're so vain.
The other one. Why does your love
Hurt so much. Tell me why. Everybody. Da, 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 da.
I'm going to put in brackets the karaoke session for
This
the
is an
title of this
excellent
episode.
We've done Evanescence, we've done Gaga, we've done...
It's just me, and then I cut myself out.
Carly Simon.
No, I've actually got a good voice there, haven't I?
You know what?
He
We should do karaoke
walked
together.
in
Yeah, that's
to
it.
the party. He was walking onto a yacht. It was a yacht, right?
Something like that.
Something like that.
You're so vain.
You probably think the song is about
Probably
you.
think the song is about you. You're
Don't
so
you?
vain.
But the song is about him.
It is,
Yeah, she made
only
it
a
later.
verse. Only a verse of the
Yeah,
song is
verse.
about
She
it.
made it later. It was him. All along.
Anyway, what were you talking about? Lina Morgana, we started off.
That was about 3 hours ago.
We decided to part. We watched Supernatural shows. They went to Game of Thrones. I was saying about if Supernatural is worth to have a
Oh, yeah.
look.
I wanted to talk about The Simpsons. But we're
Yeah.
going
No,
to...
we're doing a
can.
Simpsons
doing a
episode.
Simpsons
We're doing a
episode.
Simpsons episode.
Yeah, mate.
Hey, you guys do
And he's going to join us as well.
Oh, yeah, Annie is.
But
actually
one
big.
thing just
Yeah.
related to the whole Supernatural thing. Everyone can agree Simpsons got rubbish, right?
Yeah, whenever I go back to... I don't watch it regularly. Whenever I do go back to watch it, it's the
Okay.
early episodes.
Season 12 I pushed myself to.
Okay, here's a little snippet for you guys. This is what I hate about watching The Simpsons now. So The Simpsons been in everyone's consciousness since 1989. Because they've been on for such a long time, they're not inventing new history set in the 90s.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden Homer was in a grunge band. No, he wasn't.
I don't mind I don't mind that bit too much. What
I find it funny, but at the same time, it's kind of like because you've been on for such a long time, they're inventing what happened.
and the other thing is,
Because they're ageless. They can't really do anything. They
the
can't
problem
develop
is
it.
they did such a good job, of creating three-dimensional characters in the first 6 to 7 seasons, and because the time doesn't move on, these characters have been created. So now they could just sort of relax and, what's the word, you know, just rest on their laurels. Because everyone knows what Marge is like. So they sort of just be like, oh, look, Marge is over there being sort of...
Okay, I know you guys saving for a Simpsons episode. I just have one question. Would it be much better had the characters got older?
Nah, man, definitely not.
Why not? I like Simpsons. I like Rugrats all grown up. Because
grown up, I really
I
wanna
actually did
shout
as
it
well.
up.
Not many people did.
Grown up with
The
you.
problem is not many people did.
what do you know? Not many people did. What do people know? Some people don't even know what they like.
What does it matter if people get... I know what people like. And
I know what people like.
Rugrats all grown up.
Exactly, it is. I don't get it. It's like, the reason why I like All Grown Up is because we watched the Rugrats for a long time. They're talking babies, whatever. And you're like, man, wouldn't it be great if it was a series that got older? And it was.
And it was interesting for us because we were young when we watched it, so we were like, "Oh, I wonder what Tommy is going to look like when he's like in primary."
And he's got hair as well.
Yeah.
And little Dill. And he's actually speaking. Adelaide's older brother.
Yeah.
It's underrated.
It is good. It is good.
No,
Underrated.
I liked All
And
Grown
it could
Up.
have been bad. I can't believe we're having a serious discussion about Rugrats all grown up.
You know,
I want to do my thesis on Rugrats all grown up.
yes, I'm with you. I might do a fucking master's degree on Rugrats.
I want £100,000 to write my doctorate on why Rugrats all grown up is the best show.
One of the greatest spin-offs of a animated show. I think there should be more. I think there should be more like that. Maybe it's a spin-off from Bart older with kids and family. Maybe just do
But
spin-offs
the
like that.
problem is that
did that
they've
with
done
this-
so many flash forward episodes as well.
No, but the
They'd
one...
be retconning it.
Well, actually...
the 2011 episode.
The one, it was allegedly meant to be the last one. But again, I'm going to stop now because I want Annie to be here and you guys want to, you
Yeah.
know... It's just like a little snippet of what is in store for you
Okay,
guys.
so Lina Morgana, did Lady Gaga kill her?
Who?
Exactly.
Who are we talking about?
Flashback, did Lady Gaga kill her?
I thought we put that to rest. Did Lady Gaga kill her?
I know, I'm just trying to tie it up.
You want to
again.
tie it up?
Yeah, I'm tying it up.
I'm sorry, it's your show. Dorkies.
Do I believe the Lady
Yeah, but
Gaga?
he can't it from her mum. Obviously, her mum thinks she's died.
That's what I'm saying. Her mum is saying that either out of grief, out of
Publicity.
guilt, also publicity for her daughter.
Her mum didn't even say here that she thinks someone murdered her. She just said,
No,
I want
no,
them to
well,
acknowledge
well,
Lina as an artist
actually-
and release her music.
No, because I read this Legacy article. There's more where it actually says Lady Gaga killed her daughter. She says kill.
She has her
That's
soul.
a false. Yeah, she has her soul. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, it goes even deeper, my friend. It goes deep.
Okay.
And that's why a lot of people start creating conspiracy theories because they gave a little crumb and they're nibbling on every
Crumb.
freaking crumb and they come up with a lot of feces for these feces.
Oh my god.
So, to answer your question, do I think Lady Gaga personally herself killed Lina Morgana? No. Did someone in the record industry kill Lina Morgana? Well, I don't know.
So you don't even believe in the conspiracy theory?
Do I believe in
Did
the
he
conspiracy
talk you
theory?
out of it?
Did you two guys talk me out of it? Well, the thing is, yeah, maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist, maybe I'm not. I'm not gonna wear my opinions
Okay.
out loud to you guys.
Okay.
I don't even know if Lina Morgana is real or not.
That's true, we don't know if she's real.
Well,
It could have just been anyone.
she is real because she did music videos, guys.
Yeah, but
think-
that could have been someone else. That could have been Kelly
someone.
It all
Clarkson.
consistently looked like her.
So they could have hired a model.
Lina Morgana.
Yeah, but that could not be her name.
Lina Morgana also did a pilot for MTV show or something like that, and she was also in a game show as well, or a dating show.
It's
So
only
Lina
a
Morgana.
game, so put up a real big fight. Do you ever watch The Big Break?
I don't think I watched the big
Jim Davidson.
Jim Davidson.
Not Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson. Jim Davidson. Oh, that guy. Oh, please. Oh, yeah, like I was saying. Lina Morgana was real because there's actually proof that she was alive and real. But she did, according to the obituary, she did die, or the credit, the tribute to her in one of the shows.
Yeah, there was no
She-
obituary.
There was no obituary. I don't know if she was in worthy of an obituary.
I think the music industry as a whole killed her, whether it's physically or emotionally.
I think the music, yeah. Let's go
First-hand
with
or
that.
second-hand?
Let's go with that. I'm copping out, guys. The music industry killed Lina Morgana. Choke on that.
Alright, sing a song now.
You're so vain. You probably think the song is
Excellent.
about you.
I actually-
So vain.
It's not over.
You probably think this episode is about you.
Damn, they're both doing it.
Ooh, vein. Where's your vein? I got a needle for this vein.
Boy. Okay,
What?
okay.
What I was gonna say.
Tommy, drink some water.
No, I've just had this flu.
I think you choked her up with that.
Yeah, like, it was so emotional, man. You're so beautiful. Yeah, do you want to know the most amazing thing that I read when I was actually reading up on Lina?
Yes.
People actually believe Avril Lavigne died in 2003.
She does look very different now.
Yeah, that's because of
though.
plastic surgery.
Yeah, I know, but she looks so different.
Keanu Reeves is immortal. Yeah, but then it turns into...
What song?
Why do you have to go and make it so complicated? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it turns to, hey, you, I want to be your girlfriend.
Hey, you, I don't like your boyfriend. Hey, you, think you need a new one.
Hey, you, Nickelback, get into my pants now.
Nickelback.
Oh, yeah, he married him, didn't... Oh, God.
Yeah. Canadians.
Look at this photograph.
And now she is my lady. Avril Lavigne, you were 12 when I was big with my career.
And there's also theories.
He was a skater boy. What was he?
No, he wasn't. He was a skater boy's dad.
He was a skater man.
He was a skater man.
Anyway, and also there's Keanu Reeves is immortal, which he is, because he's looked beautiful for as long as I've been alive.
Nah, man, I've seen a few videos. He pulls little derp movements.
No, basically there's like portraits of him for centuries. Like, someone that looks exactly like him.
Also, Pharrell's immortal as well.
Yeah, that's true.
I bet if you looked at Pharrell in real life, it would be like, oh, no, you are actually a bit old.
Maybe.
Wait, how was Childish Gambino? Just quickly, Saturday went to see Childish Gambino the other day.
Childish Gambino at the O2 performed on Sunday and also on Monday. He was incredible. He's actually saying...
Do you think that, or did the Illuminati tell you to say that?
I think I was programmed to say that, to tell you guys that Childish Gambino is amazing.
No, he's alright.
No, but basically saying it's his last gig ever in London.
Oh.
It's his last gig in London because he said that the next album that comes out is his final album as Childish Gambino. So either he's going to do a Will Smith and David Bowie where you're going to drop your, alter ego and just go with your real name, or he's going to focus on film and TV. Who knows?
Community's quite good.
Community, yeah, him and Community is
Watchable.
decent.
I've not watched Community.
Well, Community is meta. You like meta stuff.
I like meta.
Yeah.
Then watch
Oh
Community.
my god, guys, did you watch the second season of the OA?
The what?
I haven't
What's
watched
the
the second-
OA?
Oh god, I need someone to talk about it.
Brick Marling. I watched the first season.
I need someone to talk about it. Listeners, if you're out there, I need someone to talk to about the OA.
What's it stand for? OA.
The
Original Angel.
Oh, we're talking about Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
No.
Angel.
No.
The OA stands for Original Angel.
The
show's
Netflix
called
series.
The OA.
It basically came after...
Original
Yeah,
Angel.
it's nowhere
We'll
near
never
as
stop now.
It came
It's
out
not
after
as good as
Stranger
Stranger
Things.
Things.
It came
But
after Stranger
season
Things,
two-
but they promoted it as, if you like Stranger Things,
Yeah.
watch the OA.
It's completely different. But season 2, I need to talk to someone about it. So if
Please,
listeners...
let me know. Is it any good?
Yes, but that last 5 minutes, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, there were so many moments in it that I'm like, what the fuck is happening
Is it 13
right now?
Reasons Why season
Oh, no. 13 Reasons Why season 2. Plus, fucking piss awful.
I actually stopped midway through, so I haven't got to the part where someone got anally fucked by
No,
a room or
I'm the
something.
type of person that has to finish a show, especially...
Me too.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to finish it, but there can be
But it
season
was-
3 of 13 Reasons.
Yeah, I think so. It's been renewed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not 13 Reasons Why. Now what 30...
They should have left it as one and done, really. But... yeah, I need someone to talk to about the OA, so if listeners, if you're out there...
39 reasons now.
39 reasons why I'm not going to watch that show.
Hey!
Listeners, please tweet us or stuff like that and talk to me about the OA.
How are they gonna
because I
tweet
have no
us
friends. We have a Twitter.
Oh, go on.
It's just search the Dorks Deduction, duh.
The Dorks Deduction.
Well, no, because
It's such a
the
niche
handle
name, right?
is Dorks Deduction because there's a character limit on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. 20,
And-
how many characters is it?
I don't
No, I think it's
fucking know.
changed now. I think
Oh, is it?
it's
I can't be
expanded
bothered.
characters now.
To be honest, I don't really post them, so I reply to messages if I get them, but like the
So
social
email,
media.
you have a Dorkies
Yeah,
email.
the Dorks Deduction at the milkandcereal.co.uk.
Really?
Speaking of the milk and cereal, you can catch our our episodes of Queer Essential and That's Debatable on the Milk and Cereal YouTube channel.
You're killing that.
So,
Come on.
Because we'll definitely have that.
We're making our own.
There's probably going to be other bits and pieces by the time this goes up as well. But
Please, we're not. No.
Sorry, I was only joking.
I know you're
What did you just say?
He said we're making our own Illuminati. We're not Illuminati.
We're not, that's Hollywood. You can get involved into...
Holly normal.
This is
normal,
nerdgasm. This is nerdism, man.
Yeah, nerdism.
This is the culture, man.
Holly Willoughby.
This is Holly Willaboobies, man. It's the
what?
movement, baby. It's the movement.
I didn't ask for this. I actually cut out some of them talking about Holly Willoughby's boobies before.
What?
So
I
let me
know.
cut this
When?
out.
I never
It was
did
literally 2 episodes as well.
Shit.
That makes it amazing. Who likes this? Me too.
No, you started talking about Dig It and then it wandered.
It was Chris. Chris, his mind just drags me into the gutter.
Wait. I'm asking you a question. Do you like Holly Willoughby?
Yes.
Me too. Yeah.
Okay.
That's not good, though.
I'm going to go take a shower.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
That's not a good one.
That's a good one.
Come on, man.
That's a great one. I'm tired.
No. I'm offended.
I'm defended. Yes.
I don't know what's happening, guys. So procrastinators, I'm going to go to sleep now.
Do you got a
Alright.
sleeping bag? Are you going to sleep here?
What song should we
Might as
sing
well.
to you?
Never gonna.
Give you up.
Never gonna.
Let you down.
Never gonna.
Run
Don't You Want
around.
Me Baby by...
And desert you.
Don't You Want Me Baby by Human League.
Bam, bam, bum, bum, bum.
Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, ba da da. Da da da. You were walking out of wedges in a cutter. Okay.
And then I'll fade out on that.
Excellent.
Bye!
And of course, tune in next time for another Dorks Deduction Conspiracy Theory.
Yeah, if you hadn't noticed, Zach's taking over the episode for the next 3 episodes.
It's not definitely going to be a conspiracy theory.
He's planned the next 3 episodes.
But this one's got a lot more weight into it. This is like even.
Oh, we're doing Esteban Spielberg.
Yeah, so guys, you know what? We're going to come back within a couple of weeks. Oh God, please let us just say goodbye.
I think we left
I
the
wanted
Human
to,
League.
yeah, but then he started talking to the audience again.
It's okay, no, we can just cut
Yeah,
off.
yeah. Conspiracy.
We left at the... And welcome to another episode of Satchio's Conspiracy Theory.